Lightning McQueen dies in Infinity War. Right, let's do this. Hello everybody, my name is Ed. Another month has passed us by. In fact, this month has almost passed us by. We are 7 days into May, and so it's time for another month in review. This month has been even less productive than the last month, in which I made a lot of promises, like doing an episode of Getting Over It, that maybe I would do more videos, but the Hogcast has been a thing. Let's go through it step by step. So the main reason there hasn't been a lot of videos this month is because I have been overloaded with work, which for me is not that usual. Normally I've got plenty of days free where I can sit down and just bash out some GameHog videos, and then I have days of work on the side. That wasn't the case this time. I had like entire weeks just blocked out with work without many hours of rest before having to go to bed and do it again. So unfortunately, some of the videos went to the wayside, not only because of work, but also because of the Hogcast. The Hogcast kind of requires a long time to sit down and record and edit, which means that I've had to block out like days where I'm working, and then I do the evening to just sit and record, and it means I don't get time to put out another video. And so I'm sorry that this month has been slightly lapse. So April was, less productive, but I am going to make sure that here going on, like from now on, I don't know what the words were just then, I will be better. I will make sure there's at least another video and a Hogcast. We are doing up to 12 Hogcasts, and now because of last week, we've had a week hiatus. We have got to episode 6, and this week we have the beloved Jenny B, who's going to be the guest on the Hogcast, so you guys make sure you leave us some recommendations for your haikus, because I'm looking forward to doing some fun haikus with Jenny, and we need your good suggestions. Anyway, into the few videos that we did do. Obviously, in terms of Hogcasts, we had both Luke and James play, Isla McTeer, and Christopher Bingham, the brother of Jenny B. And these have all been really fun. I think one of the best things about the Hogcast for me is, despite the fact that it's consistently the same questions and stuff, every episode feels super different. Liam and mine in the first one was super kind of laddie and boisterous. Spammels was very, very chilled out, and it was very conversational. The same thing with Luke and James. We got to know them very well, and it was very relaxed, and it was just like having a little chat about stuff, and the questions kind of came second. Isla was a massive anime conversation that I just loved, and it was just passion and enthusiasm, and it was a joy. And Chris was whimsy and also kind of deep, meaningful stuff. So it's exciting that every week is something new, and it's finally on iTunes as well. So if you guys haven't managed to listen to the audio podcast, or you don't want to have the YouTube app open for an hour and a half, get it on iTunes for free. It's all easy. All you do is search GameHog, you hit the subscribe button, and you'll be able to download it. If you've got iTunes, leave us a 5-star review. Let us know why you like it. Let us know your favorite episode. Let us know your favorite feature. That kind of stuff really actually does help out the podcast, so please do all that. Aside from the Hogcast, the only other things we've done have been Golf Story, Behold the Kickmen, and then the random episode I did of Bear Grylls Plays Rust. So Golf Story, you obviously know, is going to be chugging on until we finish the game. That is my plan. I need to finish that game because it's great fun. I may start increasing the length of episodes so that we can get through it a bit quicker, because it is starting to become the longest series on GameHog, and I want to get that done. And also there's a couple of other series I haven't finished, like Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy or Shadow of the Colossus. These are all things I want to do, but because we only have 3 days a week of content, it's difficult for me to feel like there's enough variety if, for instance, I put out Golf Story, Colossi, Hogcast every week, because that would be the easiest way for me to get through those series, but that means every week there's no variety. If you don't like those series, you're not going to want to listen to GameHog's videos for a couple of weeks, and that's the thing I'm trying to avoid, but it puts me in a difficult conversation? What? Puts me in a difficult position, because I'm not really sure how often I need to be spreading in a different game, or how often I need to be focusing on the series that we've already got started. So that's the position I'm in. So I am going to finish all these series, don't worry. It's just me kind of spending the time to just get them done, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to focus on over the next couple of months. Behold the Kickmen and the Bear Grylls Plays Rust video were actually examples of this. They were me trying to throw in a bit of variety. Admittedly, Behold the Kickmen was kind of more in the vein of Golf Story. It was one of those quirky sports games, and I wanted to show more of those up. I thought it would be fun. I thought it would be an easy way of just showing off silly sports games, and it's a really, really fun game. I highly recommend you guys check it out, because I think it's got really fun local and online multiplayer. So check it out. It's really, really worth it, and it's developed with incredible reverence. Bear Grylls plays Rust. This was a video that was just inspired because I was speaking to Luke and James Play and Spammels, and I just said, I don't have any games I'm really wanting to play, and I want to just do something that's a bit different. And they said, why don't you try doing something as Bear Grylls? And so I went, yeah, all right. And so I jumped into Rust and I pretended to be Bear Grylls. And I say pretended to be Bear Grylls. What I did was a shitty impression of Bear Grylls that kind of goes in and out of my good impression of Bear Grylls into me just saying, Bear Grylls. I had fun. I don't know if you guys had fun, but I had fun doing that. And maybe I'll keep trying to throw those into the ring. Something I'm also considering is maybe dropping the pretense of having to reach 10 minutes with my videos. Just because the Bear Grylls video, for instance, that didn't need to be 10 minutes. That could have been 4.5 to 5 minutes and could have been way more condensed and have a greater sense of brevity. And I don't know if that's the kind of thing you guys would prefer to see, or if you prefer having the long ones. I'd probably still mix and match. I just might start throwing in some smaller videos every now and again, just to kind of keep it a palette that you can just kind of watch very shortly and then move on, rather than have to watch a 25-minute video and go, oh, I can't be bothered to watch this after 10 minutes. Not that you do that, because GameHog's great and our audience retention is great. Annoyingly, that actually kind of does it for the video on demand content. However, we did do quite a few streams, both over on Twitch and also here on YouTube. So we did a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links this month, and that's because I rediscovered my love for Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently. The full series is available on Netflix, and so I sat and binge watched that, which made me then go, I wonder what the state of the game is like now in the trading card game. So I looked it up and I bought a deck. Don't judge me, I'm happy with my dinosaur purchase and I wouldn't change it for the world, except maybe a social life and friends. That being said, playing that and Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro have been very, very fun, and I have been streaming that a bit, and if you guys have been enjoying that, I will throw in a couple more streams of that every now and again. I just know that Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't everyone's thing, so I try not to bore people with it too much, so don't worry, that's not gonna happen too often, but other things like Monster Hunter World, Overwatch I've gotten massively back into recently, just because it's one of the only games I can play with 5 or 6 players, and I've got a group of 6 of us who play games together, and it's the easiest one that we all have. You can all play as a team, you can all work together, and it's all your fault if something goes wrong, rather than having that extraneous random who you can blame everything on. So I've really been enjoying that. I've been streaming a lot of it. It's been frustrating the shit out of me, because I've been doing really well on these streams. I've been playing ranked, and it's all been going fine, but for some reason it ranks me really low, and I'm so low that I can't play with one of my friends who's part of this group of 6, which means the group of 6 can't play together, and it's super frustrating. That being said, I am having a lot of fun streaming it, and again, if you guys are enjoying seeing that, I will do a lot more of it. So that's basically all that's happened this month, but I guess it's not the only things that have happened, because stuff behind the scenes have gone on. So a lot of you are aware of MCM Comic Con, which is coming up in May, and I can finally confirm that we will be there. I say we, it's GameHog. So GameHog will be there, but not only just myself. I'll be there with Luke and James Play, and also with Spammels for the first time as an exhibitor. Spammels has been there a couple of times as just a guy with a ticket who's then hung around in the VidFest area with us a lot, but now he's actually a guy on a table and he's part of the VidFest. Well, it's not called VidFest anymore, is it? It's called Createscape because it got rebranded and bought out. It's been a bit of a mess trying to get it all booked. In fact, it's been a fucking nightmare, but we were very proactive and we sent some emails and stuff, and actually we managed to ignite the process. We were the catalyst that got it all started for the booking process, so you're welcome. But it's nice to have it all done. It's nice to be all paid and ready to go. So now it's just about things like getting badges or stickers or merch. And speaking of merch, cop yourself some of the hottest merch in the game, yo. This shirt is actually a project that I was working on for a bit in terms of designs. Merch is something I really want to focus on this year, and actually this is going to be something I'm going to talk about on my panel at MCM Comic Con. I really want to focus on the branding of GameHog this year, because the community is kind of formed, and we've got some extra people coming in every now and again, and those people are actually becoming really prominent parts of the community, even after not being there for very long, and that's really exciting, because it's good that we still have these core members joining. But I want the Hammerly to become more of a thing. It's become a massive thing over the last, 8 months. The word Hammerly is definitely seeped into the GameHog psyche. I want merch like this. I'm getting a lot of my inspiration from Ace Trainer Liam, because Ace Trainer Liam has a very strong brand. He's got very distinct emojis, and his merch designs are very cool and wearable. They're not just the GameHog logo, which is fine. Some people want the GameHog logo, and it's a good thing to put on memorabilia like a clock or a napkin. But I want to get onto newer designs like this, like See That Peen in the style of Supreme, but I'm going to going to be wearing this MCM Comic Con, and if it gets enough kind of attention, people going, I would buy that shirt, I'm going to find a suitable place to put this online as a purchasable design. And I'm also going to expand into getting different designs. I'm talking with a couple of other people about some different designs that we can do for different shirts, and it's going to be exciting. I want the branding of GameHog to be a thing that you can wear on your chest, and it's going to be great, I hope. Something I've been having to deal with recently is the fact that GameHog is very much this huge part of my life that I can't and won't give up, because I like doing videos. I like having this community. I love waking up every day, going into the Discord server and just seeing 10 people already saying good morning to each other and completely already embroiled in chat. That's amazing to me. The thing is, for me, is a lot of the time, because I work, it means that if I'm not working, I kind of want to have downtime, but I can't do the downtime because I've got to do GameHog. But it's kind of hard for me to find that balance at the moment. So this month I'm really focusing on trying to make sure that the content is still fresh and good, but is consistent now and is... Well, I'm trying to improve my time management. I need to get better at going, okay, I'm going to assign these few hours of the day to just doing this. I need to get it done, and then I'm going to go off and do something else. And I need to get better at that because at the moment I'm kind of becoming a slave to my bedroom and my job and to making content. And whilst I like doing all those things, I do need to start improving my mental health in that regard. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I am going to make sure that I make a more concerted effort to be consistent with GameHog, to make sure I'm making the best content I can make at the moment. I've come to the realization that I'm not an explosive channel. I'm never going to have 1 million subs. I like having this small community of dedicated people, and so I want to make the content that's fun for me to do, that's fun for you to watch, and that's things that you guys can get involved in. That's why I like the Hogcast so much, because it's not only is it just me having a chat with another creator, it's me being able to get you guys involved with the various features and things, and I like doing that. The community is the best part about GameHog for me, so that's why I keep doing this, is because I never want to let you guys down, and I feel like if I ever stopped or if I ever, started letting the quality decline too much, I know we're mediocre, shut up Rusty, then it'll all be fine. But yeah, it's been a slightly weird month for me, just because obviously GameHog had to take a little bit of a backseat, both with work and with the Hogcast kind of taking over more of the production time for GameHog. But I'm gonna be better this month, and I promise, I will do a Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. I will do it. I promise. I have to do it. Spammels and his community will never let me down, never let me forget this if I don't do this. So I have to do it, and I will. I promise. Like I said, going forward, stronger branding, hopefully do some more live streams on things like Twitch, better time management to try and make GameHog as good as it can be whilst not consuming too much of my time. And yeah, I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be good. What's been your guys' favourite part of GameHog this month? Were there any videos you loved? Were there any live streams that you liked? Were there any games that came out that you're really desperate to see on GameHog? Do you have any suggestions for things going forward? Should I carry on doing series? Should I carry on doing the solo episodes? Should I maybe forego a couple of the live streams for video on demand, or vice versa? Should I do more streams on Twitch rather than YouTube, or YouTube rather than Twitch? What do you guys think? This is the time for you guys to let me know all of your thoughts. There's no judgment here. If you guys have if you guys have criticisms, this is the time to do it. If you guys have advice, this is the time to do it. It's a kind of open floor. You can say whatever you want, but it helps the channel. It helps me kind of make better content for me and for you guys. So let's work together on this. Anyway, guys, look forward to more content coming, especially the Hogcast with Jenny B coming out this week, and with more people coming in the next few weeks. And look forward to MCM Comic Con. If you guys are coming, let us know in the comment section below, and come and see us, because it's going to be a great little area, and we're very much looking forward to seeing all of you guys there. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this month in review, and we will see you in the next episode. Take care. Byesies.